Well, good day, good morning, good day, good evening, wherever you are. How you all doing today? Uh, as you were hearing, it's starting to build. I heard a little chatter, but again, it's so low in the background. This is Saturday morning, where I am, of course, in the States, and hopefully you can see the clock. If not, it's 8:27 a.m. 0827 hours. Hopefully the mic is working. It's a very cheap mic. I've got some others. I'm looking at them. That got the tube and the equalizers. I do have an FM radio station, regular 88 to 108, or yeah, I do have that, but it's in boxes. Uh, so yeah, I've got to look through. I've got some nice desk mics that are made for that, and can do some sound work. I've actually, what got me thinking on that was to get a little better going would be definitely to just keep trying stuff. Wagon 390 Wagon Master was on a short live last night, and he was testing his system, and yeah, it's a lot better. I was amazed. Also, last night I spent some time lot with the live that was going on. On the side, of course. I sometimes it's playing it wrong. Uh, with them, watching the live and communicating on the chat. That's South Carolina, and JT's down there with a bunch of friends, and they're having quite a what we'd call an old CB jamboree, from what I'm saying, basically from the 1970s, etc. So I don't want to take too much time. I've got to get outside. It's starting to warm up. It's about 42 degrees now, but it's going to warm up, maybe 80, 60. I have a lot of electric fence repair work to do after the brutal winter, and it's dried out enough where I can get around. So I'm going to spend hours doing that on and off today. That's the main chore. Um, so I just wanted to say hello to everybody. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting. It's a good start for me. Slow but sure. After all, I'm old. I'm not like that youngster, Glenn. So I do appreciate everybody's support. More than that, I appreciate the videos that you all are putting out. Al's been putting out some beautiful videos, and you get to see the countryside. Darren's doing the same thing. It's one, so I'm enjoying that. And on another note, Zara put out another video from the fall, and put it all together. It is wonderful, and of course she's in Germany, and you'll see Zara's name on 11 meters and whatnot, and she's not membership and all that. So, but she put out, and she's got a wonderful bicycle, uh, one of those powered ones and everything. And she gets into that, how she put it together, and and riding it in some of her past videos. But she takes you on tours, and excuse me, and those tours are just excellent. Her video camera work, the music, the narration, the still photographs are all excellent. So I'll give you a link for that. I want to do that. Now, as time marches on, I'm watching the clock. I'm finding out YouTube takes forever to load. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, uh, listen, if I could just, you know, share who I am. Again, I'm called Andrew, Drew, Andy, Andrew David, Andrew D. So I got a lot of nicknames. My nickname or handle on the air would be Ghost from the old days, and we really do enjoy that. And my call letters, I use New York 202. They're easy to memorize. Not for you, for me. um, so I like to use those. I'll throw USA in there. I'm on the Canadian border. If you hear me out there, please give me a yell or shout back, no matter where you are. Uh, let's see, what else do we got that I want to share? Yeah, listen, I love talking skipping. It's been beautiful the past few days. Well, yesterday wasn't, but that's okay. We all need a break. If it ran every day like that, it would be old hat. Wouldn't be as much challenge and fun. But there was 3 or 4 days. It was just excellent for me. I got a few contacts in. I just wasn't, my area wasn't the best bounce, but it was better than nothing. And the only thing I can say is uh, somebody made a comment, and I love it. There is no borders for radios. I like that. So that means countries, states, and whatever. So I want to talk about states here. You know, I'm from New York. So it just get ready. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but this is who I am to a degree. But I am from New York. I was born in New York, lower New York, above New York City, in Tarrytown, Sleepy Hollow. I left after I went in the military and got home. I stayed for a few years, but I did travel, um, but not long. I mean, I only stayed there for a few years. It had grown up so much from New York City, and there was nothing left. My parents lived there, relatives, but most of my cousins and things, they also moved. Very few stayed because there wasn't any room. My joke was if you spit, watch out, they'll build on it. And they did. And I watched them ruin our community. So neither here nor there if you don't like what I said about that area. The community, it's an extension of New York City. I worked in the counties above there and then of course moved further and further north. So I worked down south too, but that's a different tale. Um, so I got to meet people all over in the military and whatever, different accents, different colors, whatever you want to go. So I like people, no state borders, but I am from New York. And I think what's unfair is that there's some southwestern states. I'm not going to say the name. You'd like me to, but I'm not. But I've had a few communications, and I know that you've caught them on the radio in some of my posts over at 11 meters because I've run my video. I've run I don't know how many videos I have over there. 11 meters, skip chasers, and of course that's on Facebook. But I've been putting anybody that's at, hangs out there knows the deal. So I get a lot of stuff from a few states. And first off, that state, I also pick up political announcements on the radio. Uh, and it's a variety of channels. It's on sideband. It's all over. You know, I understand your frustration, but it's called citizens bands. There are some rules, and there's a few things that get people riled at each other. One is politics, religion be another, and these are the same things that we face in everyday life. I always think of the radio as my getaway, my safe place. But when I'm talking to states and they start picking on me because I'm from New York and I'm called a liberal Democrat and such and such and such. Well, I live in northern New York. I reside for years now and worked here and upheld the law here also. In where I live, the area I live, we're a mountainous region. I mean, backwoods region in some areas. And there are about 5 or 7 counties, how you want to call them. And we'd be the northeast most, and we're on the Canadian border too, with some of them. But we are a conservative stronghold in the state. We're called the North Country. And I relish that. I've lived here longer than anywhere else. This is my place. I am not a liberal. I'm very conservative. I've served my country. I've served my community. I've done a lot of different things, and I'm not here to talk about that. That don't mean anything in the end. That's my life, and my life was what it is, or was. Anyway, that's an old joke. We'll get to that one someday. So what I'm saying is, I'm not that. So if you're calling me that on the radio, and you don't like me because of that, this is what I'm going to say. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. I wouldn't do that to you if you're reversed in my positions, and I told you what they are. And if you don't like them, I'm sorry, but this is what it is, and this is who I am. So I like people. I think I want everybody in this world to be happy and safe and free, and I work at that. I'm well known in my community. So I'm not your liberal, and so don't say it to me. I don't want to hear it. It has no place on the radio, even if I was, but I'm not. So when you make assumptions, remember you make an ass out of you and me. Yeah, write it on the board so you can figure it out. Tell me, but and you all know who I'm talking to. Now this is not an isolated problem. This happens in the UK. It happens in Europe, and it has no place on the radio. The radio is supposed to bond us and make us better, to open our minds and hearts, to understand people of other nations, other customs. I get lucky. I got to travel, especially when I was younger. And the first thing I realized sort of fits into Mark Twain when he said that if I'm not gonna, I can't quote it verbatim, but what he gets down is if you travel a lot, you start to understand that people are people, and then the customs and whatever. But if you don't travel, you don't talk to other people, whatever, you never, yeah, bubble is hard to live in, at least for me. So I enjoy everybody. I enjoy the UK, my friends in the UK, and all those areas over there, Europe, whatever. Pick one. I enjoy it. I embrace it. But uh, to bring politics, religion, racial problems, country problems against country, and in the states you get to hear a lot of this, even against state, which I get. And there's only a few states that are really like that. And if you're watching, you know what states these are. And again, I'm not going to get mad. I'm going to have some pity and try to be a good Christian through this, and say that, well, you're very wrong, and you're not making friends, and you're not making anything for your cause happen any better. And your cause is probably my cause, because I probably believe in what you believe in. But I don't want to have that on the radio, and I don't really want it here. But you all know where I stand now. I'm kind of a law and order guy. Uh, but I'm fair. I like people, and people deserve to be safe. I believe in the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, firmly, firmly. I'm a Second Amendment person, First Amendment person. Pick one. If the originally founding fathers knew what they were doing, so I'm not going to beat a dead horse with a stick. Actually, I'm going to go out and fix fences for live horses. So, but I just wanted to say that. So this happens all over. Please. And the other one, and I'm going to spend 30 seconds on it, it's called Sad Ham. Those with ham licenses and the big degrees and whatever. I have some. It doesn't matter. This means nothing to 11 meters. I want people to remember that have the big licenses, where you came from, what built ham radio, especially in the United States. It was CB, 11 meters. It was us as kids. Now I'm an old fart, you know? I'm the kind of guy now that, openly admits that I was there when the Dead Sea became ill, and kids still come up to me and say, "Hey, mister, wasn't you used to be him?" Anyway, uh, you know, there's room for improvement, but what I see here is by ham radio operators, the big shots, and there's only a few. It's not everybody, but it's dying, and you're doing it to yourself. Don't pick on the 11 meters guys, or the guys with no licenses, or GMRS, or even the guys that have 2 meter band license. Don't be picking on them. You want to embrace them and build them. You don't want to be telling them this and that. You talk there, so you're no good. That's not what this is about. So CB, citizens ban. Okay. Please be nice to each other. Okay, all right. This is the ghost. I'm going to take the camera out, and I'm going to try to get you some photos and a little video of me cursing out at the fence. And I don't have my... Oh, it don't work. And on that note, see you all later. This is New York 202, the ghost, Drew. We're signing off. 73s to everybody. God bless you and your families. And we'll see what else we can share. There is no skip running right now for me in my area. Have a great day, friends, and a weekend.